What's going on, YouTube? It's Craig with Appliance Video back again. Is your Whirlpool washing machine giving you issues? Honestly, it doesn't surprise me. These things are not built to last. Well, lucky for you, today I'm going to be showing you, the consumer, how to get into diagnostics. We'll go through that user interface, take a look at automatic test cycle, as well as run through those pesky error codes on this Whirlpool top-load washing machine. Now, of course, YouTube, if you like my content, other people might like it too. So before we start, make sure you like, subscribe, and let's jump right into it. Now, to enter diagnostics, what you're going to want to do is familiarize yourself with the keypad on the top, because in order to enter it, you're going to press a certain sequence, and hopefully you don't destroy it in the meantime. You'll simply press 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now, if you are successful, all of your LEDs will illuminate and blink twice. Boom, boom, entering diagnostics. So after you have entered diagnostics and your LEDs have blinked twice, the first thing that's going to pop up is going to be your error code. But we'll come back to that later. What we want is the user interface test first. And in order to enter this test, you'll simply press key 1. Upon successfully entering the UI portion, we can go through and test different buttons' functionality. Of course, my wife likes to say this washing machine doesn't start all the time. It's a great time to show her that the start button or the power button does in fact work. You can go through, test your knob, test all the different key functions, and once you're done with this portion, you'll simply want to press and hold key 1 for 5 seconds. The next sequence in diagnostics is going to be the automatic test. In order to enter this, we'll simply press key 2 followed by key 5. During this portion, there will be a ton of different loads that are going to operate, starting with your water valve, and then your drain pump, of course followed by your shifter and motor agitation test, and finally the lid lock and motor spin test. During any of these load tests, this is the perfect time to test for voltage. Of course, if you would like to go to the previous portion, you'll simply want to press key 1, or to go to the next step, press key 2. Now, if you are finished with the automatic test cycle and you want to exit it, simply press key 6. Finally, we've gotten to our bread and butter, which is the fault history. And of course, the first fault code is going to pop up as soon as you go into diagnostics. To see the next fault code that is in sequence, you'll simply want to press key 3. This machine holds up to the last 5 recent error codes that are inside the system. When reading your fault codes, there are going to be illuminating lights at the top that are going to blink. Of course, this machine is listed with different numbers depending on the lights. Now your binary codes are going to be listed from left to right, 8, 4, 2, 1. And depending on the LEDs that are flashing, you're going to add those sums together to get an F whatever and an E whatever. Make sure you refer to your tech manual depending on the codes that are inside the system. The more common codes you may find would be an FOE2 for an oversuds. You may find an FOE3 for an overload, a F1E1 for a main control fault, an F3E2 for a pressure system fault, an F5E1 for a lid switch, an F6E1 for communication error, and these will range all the way down to an F9E9 for a wrong voltage. Of course, when you are exiting fault codes, what I would recommend doing is unplugging your machine after you're finished. This machine actually has a service bulletin on it that if you just exit diagnostics after you've cleared the fault codes, what's going to happen is it's going to glitch up your system and you will not be able to start it. So make sure every time you perform diagnostics, once you're done, unplug your machine and plug it back in. Of course, this is going to complete diagnostics on this machine. Now, there are, at this time, 2 more service bulletins on this machine for excess vibration, as well as the LED indicator jumps right to done after you press start. If you are running into these, make sure you contact the manufacturer, or you can go onto our repair help page on ApplianceVideo.com to ask for the service bulletins. Now, YouTube, if you like my video, make sure you like it, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.